Happy December, everyone. In the spirit of this season, this month we are covering the truest gospel from a galaxy far, far away. Thanks to Rogue One coming out December 16th, it's Canon Star Wars month. And what better way to celebrate the canon than by covering the best canon ongoing comic right now that wasn't ongoing. So massive spoilers for the 2015 Darth Vader comic incoming. You've been warned. On with the show. Book 1, Vader, Part 1. Under the twin suns of a desert planet, a dark figure enters a looming palace. He kills the two Gamorrean guards. As a male Twi'lek approaches instead of going mysterious, it's Bib Fortuna who's confronting Darth Vader to take him to the court of Jabba the Hutt. Vader has Jabba send away all his court members so he may speak of a personal matter. Yet Jabba is a dick, thinking that the Jedi always have to make everything so difficult as bounty hunters come back in force into the Master Chamber. Darth Vader slaughters them all before turning his attention back to Jabba, bringing up that he is not a Jedi, as he begins to force choke the big worm, finally getting Jabba to agree to what he wants. Flashback to a day earlier. Vader is giving Emperor Palpatine a report about the failed negotiations with a Hutt envoy and how the rebels destroyed the production facilities. Emperor Palpatine is in fact fairly irked by Vader's failure. That, coupled with the earlier destruction of the Death Star over Yavin, the Empire is closer to disaster, with the Emperor putting that all squarely on Vader's head. So Vader is now to follow the orders of General Tag. At least I think he's a general or a Moff at this time. But first he must finish his dealings with the Hutt. So hopping into his Star Destroyer, he pops off to Tatooine. Back in the present, Vader stands aloft a plateau in the Dune Sea as the two best bounty hunters under Jabba's employ come to Vader. Boba Fett and his Wookiee companion are ready for their mission. Find the X-Wing pilot who knew Obi-Wan Kenobi, left Tatooine on the Millennium Falcon, and in fact destroyed the Death Star, and he is to be brought back to Vader alive. However, there is a second mission, where they are to bring a different bounty hunter to him, one he saw working for Emperor Palpatine, as he wishes to know what Palpatine is keeping from him. As Boba Fett and not Chewie walk away, Vader is now sick of being on Tatooine, as all his present business is concluded as he stands among a burning Tusken Raider village. Assumably, he massacred them. So that's the end of the first issue, and frankly, it's freaking spectacularly awesome. While I will admit that I typically do hate when a comic book opens in the future just so they can have an action beat, this works surprisingly well as it paralleled Luke's own arrival at Jabba's palace, though that wouldn't happen for 3 or 4 more years? But moreover, it allows us to see a different side of Vader without ever feeling like he's not Vader. Something I'll complain about next year when I do the Star Wars ongoing comic. Of course, being a comic about Vader, it needs to add a new dimension to the character. And even in just this first issue, we see all of that, ranging from him being a badass on Tatooine, or even him being berated by Emperor Palpatine for his many failures against the rebellion. Is this why he has Boba Fett looking for the mysterious X-Wing pilot that blew up the Death Star? No. Actually, we get a quick couple panels that point to the first couple issues of the Star Wars ongoing, where he came face to face with Luke for the first time, and learned more about the boy, as he was not only taught by Master Kenobi, but was wielding Anakin Skywalker's old lightsaber. So while it could very well be that he's just a Force-sensitive, not under Imperial control, there seems to be a deeper plan brewing. Also, it's really nice to see Boba Fett be one of the bounty hunters that Vader is using for this mission, as well as see what plans Palpatine is hiding for him, because honestly, it will always be on the expanded universes, be they the current canon or the legends, to expand on who Boba Fett is as a character and his interactions with all the main characters. And rather than going with their own book, we get to also see a history that was sort of hinted at in Empire Strikes Back with the whole "and no disintegration" thing. And finally, Vader standing with the burning Tusken camp around him at the end, while he's just talking kinda nonchalantly about how he's done as though he just got everything on his grocery list, is kinda funny in a dark way. It just works really well to push that he's finally come back to Tatooine. However, tomorrow his vacation on Tatooine is done, it's time to deal with some space pirates. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. As always, if you agree or disagree with me, or just want to add your own comments, theories, or criticisms, leave a comment below. Don't forget to check out my other channels, ComicSins and The Archivist, links on screen. I also want to give a huge shout out to Star Wars Explained and Star Wars Theory. I may be talking about my views on Darth Vader comics this month, but both of these channels have been spectacular when dealing with the whole of Star Wars, both canon and legends. Links also on screen. And finally, my credits song is lifted from Taylor Davis's epic Star Wars medley. Check out her channel where she plays some epic violin. And as always, stay golden, Inklings.